Go back to the morning news. Brenda Kozub from Tisol is with us, as she is all the time for our pet segments. And today we're talking about things for your dogs and cats to do to keep them entertained, but also they're learning lessons while they're doing it as well.
Exactly. I mean, cats and dogs are basically hunters.
Right.
For years and years, we say, here's your food, go for it. We cater to them instead of them working for their food. And most dogs, especially dogs, cats also, like to hunt.
Right.
They like to have to work for something. So we've brought you a few things.
Okay. Let's start with this thing, because I find this one the most entertaining.
This one is for the really smart dogs.
Okay.
And there's smaller ones for cats. And they have to push, you put treats in behind each of them, or just a couple, and they can obviously smell them.
Right.
And then they have to push these things aside, and then there's their treat.
There's the treat. I'll move it over a bit. There's the treat.
There's the treat.
Right in there. Yeah.
So
That's
this
kind of neat.
here, and this one here, I put different treats in it. There's bigger treats. I put the feel-good treats in that one because they're really stinky.
Right. And so that's, yeah, so they play with this and makes noise and all that kind of stuff.
Exactly. And it's really hard, and they're not going to be prone to eating it because it's not very interesting. Once you get the treat,
Right.
who cares?
And they'll play with this for a while. Like, are they like people? Will they get sort of bored with something after a while?
When it comes to food, most dogs are kind of like, okay, I know this is going to be here. For instance, our dog has this ball,
Okay.
and you put treats in it. I start them off with a small round one.
Okay.
Because then it rolls and the treats fall out. This one, again, is for a smarter dog because you can't just roll it. You roll it, it just scoots along the floor like that. Whereas they have to get their nose under it and flick it.
Okay.
Now you can hear noise in it because that's the treats. What I found our dirt girl would do would she'd give it a push, and she didn't hear anything, so it's kind of like, there's nothing in there.
Yeah, what fun is that?
Then she'd push it another day, and there'd be something in it. It'd be like, whoa, and she's just like,
Ready to go.
And they're really good for dogs, like if they're separation anxiety, that sort of thing.
Right.
Because you keep them busy while you've left.
Okay, now what about this one right here, the purple one?
This one here is kind of cool too. Again, there's little holes in the side of it. I don't know if I should turn it around so you can see the little holes.
Right.
And you can put different size kibbles in it. And when again they're flipping it around,
Stuff will fall out. I can see it falling out right now. Yeah,
here we go.
That's neat.
Yeah.
Now, these two are kind of interesting because our dog likes to, especially if there's any squeaking involved. I notice there's a little squeaking here.
Yeah.
She likes to go for the
That's
squeakers.
Philip.
Yeah. So this is the little chick.
Yeah, that's a chick. And there's a whole bunch. This one, we've got chicks and whales, and there's probably 6, 7 different animals, and there's about 4 different ones of these. And what you've got in them, this one's got little eggies in it.
Okay.
And what you do is you put it in your laundry or sleep with it for a while, and it gets your scent on it. And they are less likely to chew them.
Okay.
No guarantee they won't, because some dogs just do.
So we should maybe send this home with Mark Rodriguez, and he can just
There you
sleep
go.
like this. Yeah, it'd be great. Looking forward to that. Now, is there a lot of difference between dog toys and cat toys as far as this stuff is concerned, or is the general idea the same for both?
The general idea is the same. The cat toys will be smaller. For instance, these are cat.
Right.
And there's a big one for dogs.
Okay.
There's not a big one of those for dogs, and then there's a smaller one of that you could use for small dogs or cats.
Are you seeing a lot more, or you're still seeing these kind of toys with catnip in them, specifically for cats? Or are they starting to get away from the catnip?
No. And a lot of the small toys that we've got, you can put like bags of catnip in them.
Okay.
So that it's not as messy. Or you can use spray catnip if you want, which is really nice.
Okay. And as far as price is concerned, the average person on these kind of toys are spending, like this one's obviously a little bit bigger, so you expect to pay a little bit
Like
more.
this one, you're probably looking at around $6, $7, for these little guys. That one, for these ones, you're probably starting to look at the $35, $40 range.
Okay.
There's just more involved with them.
And if your dog doesn't like playing with this, that does not saying your dog's not smart.
No, not. He has to learn. The same as like with these balls and so on. I had to teach our dog because at first she was kind of like, well, what do you want me to do with this?
Right.
So you kind of have to teach them, and then once they get the hang of it, they're just like,
Ready to go.
yeah.
All right, well, great stuff. Well, if folks want more information, of course, you can contact Brenda at tisol.ca for more information, or if you have a question for her that she may address in later episodes here on the morning news. So nice to see you. Thanks very much.
Good to see you again.
So, Mark, we have a plan for you. We're going to get you to take this home and sleep with it for a week, and then we're going to see if Lucy will play with it.
Well, now I do have a cat that jumps on the bed on occasion. That will foul everything up. So.
That's right.
You should take it home.
I should take